Coming to you live from General Santos City on today of all days, that being the Day of the Dead. We are here with the 43rd edition of ESL Open Cup Asia Division. I'm, of course, your host, Yaku of Ducklings, and with me today we have El Muerto Dierno que Abofitia con Yamano himself, Light_VIP. How we doing, Light?
What's up, Yaku? I apologize, everyone. Yaku, your volume. Can you check Windows messing with your mic settings? Because my God, I had to quickly adjust OBS, and hopefully everything's okay. As we were about to get into a series, but we're just remaking the lobby.
SMH my head, patience.
Are you good? Are you good?
Yeah. It bumped it up a little, but with the way that Microsoft Mic Boost works.
Okay.
Never tell.
Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It's we're back to normal. It's okay. But yes, we are here once again with ESL Open Cup Asia, and Yaku, of course. We are the CranKy Ducklings, and we don't just have to cast PvP, but whenever we can, you have to cast one of these boys.
Absolutely, and I feel like I cannot believe that this hasn't happened before, or at least I don't remember if we were able to cast this particular matchup before, but yeah, we're getting into it. Starting here in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player coming out from the land of South Korea. He is going to be representing, and I had to do a quick double check, but Generic Green Wings, but apparently also Team NV. It is Creator.
Yaku, did they change to a different anime picture?
They did. and I have to wonder, did Creator get rid of his clan tag and took the NV clan tag just for that anime picture?
I
gotta wonder.
I did a legit double take, and I'm like, hold on, this is looking a little bit different this week. God damn it. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the teamless South Korean Protoss player currently on clan. Into the clan, it is Patience.
I wonder how to decide on what icon to use for their Team NV management. I mean,
yeah, right. Like,
is it just whatever they're watching that week?
Is it one of those things?
Gotta wonder.
Yeah, is it one of those things where like, do they change it on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? Do they try to change it and hope no one notices? Like, I don't.
Well, this is different enough. I think people are gonna notice. But here, then we come to the other part of that question. Did Creator get rid of the Jin tag and took the NV tag just for that?
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's important to note that Jin Air, like some of the other Chinese teams, don't have an in-game clan tag. They just don't have one for whatever reason. I believe the Kesper teams didn't have one either, question mark. I'm not too sure, but
they actually don't. I'm now remembering Trap and SOS have to always put Jin Air in the start of their names.
Yeah. God damn it. But I'm grateful that Creator is actually playing on his main account and not his barcode, which he's done before.
It really does help a lot.
God damn it. But
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah, God damn it, Creator. But we're back, and I honestly, you were talking about how we haven't really casted these two together. It's been a while since we've casted Creator.
Yeah, it definitely has, and I'm not too sure what it is. I mean, he's not the most consistent sign-up in the ESL Open Cup, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's mostly what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Creator for quite some time.
Yeah, unfortunately. Like, sometimes he signs up, but we just kind of miss him in the bracket. But things have lined up where we can finally cast him again. And this time, he delayed his natural for quite some time. He has 4 Stalkers out, but with all these sentries, it's going to be a little bit difficult to bust through.
Yeah, I think if Creator has the perfect micro, it may be just enough, but yeah, not feeling too confident about that. We'll have to back away upon those force fields, but a couple of quick adepts morphing in, or warping in, can definitely help out a lot if he targets on the sentries. It will get scouted, though.
Oh, yeah, and we'll see what he does.
Barely.
He's going to commit into the main base. It looks like he may.
And in fact, he will start to chew through these probes. One of these adepts gets caught, but the Stalkers are still having a bit of a field day back in natural base.
Yeah, exactly. Only just now finally getting on top of some of these workers. 3 probes do go down, and Creator, he desperately needed to deal some kind of damage because he delayed his natural for so much longer than Patience.
Yeah, and I want to say that was decent damage done. I mean, took out shield battery, getting even more probes here.
Oh,
as the Adepts do manage to sneak their way in. 7 have gone down, 8 of them. And that was Creator just going from decent damage to fantastic damage. Patience now trying to equal up. Evenize, is that even a word?
Yeah, and he evenized up, and exactly. I was about to say that Creator, he desperately wanted to deal some kind of damage, and finally he got into the natural with 2 adepts. But at the same time, Patience also got into Creator's natural with 2 adepts, and at the end of it, we've got equal worker counts.
Well, that was an interesting way of getting to this state.
Mm-hmm.
Both players really just taking very different paths to pretty much get the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, someone opened up a little bit more greedy, the other a little bit more aggressive, and in the end, things kind of turned out the same. I say kind of because we do see a couple of differences. Of course, we do have Creator, with the much faster +1 attack. I was quickly checking. Patience does have the Forge, but he hasn't started his upgrade.
Yeah, interestingly enough, he does have the money for it, but might be saving that for something else a little down the line. Oh, he wants to get a 3rd base, it seems.
Yeah. It looks like that he wanted to throw down a couple extra gateways first. Meanwhile, we do see Creator. He did once again expand a little bit faster. Nicely done by Creator. So he's going to be slightly ahead in workers. He's got Charge on the way. He's got his 3rd. And yeah, we'll see if Patience decides to apply a little bit of aggression as he does scout it.
Yeah, and I think that Patience very soon will have the opportunity to do so, as Immortal is going to be finishing up here and should be seeing a Warp Prism behind that. Patience is able to get these units because he went a little bit greedier in the early game. I mean, both players ended up evening out on the economy, right? But because Patience, had that access earlier on, was able to tech up a little quicker.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't remember the PvP that we casted. I think it was Patience versus Nightmare last week, and we saw something similar to what's happening here, where Nightmare, he went for a more like Archon or like Zealot composition, and Patience just went straight Blink Stalker. Yeah, just straight Blink Stalker Disruptor. And he kind of like out-teched his opponent and just like got the most amazing Disruptor hits, and that was kind of it. And it looks like we may have a similar thing happening here, because we do have the Robotics Bay finishing up.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to go for. I'm going to say Warp Prism Speed, coming out from Patience. But a second Robo Facility being thrown down, this is going to be a pretty heavy commitment into the Robo Facility and the Robotech. Creator now having to back away. Now he sees the Immortals, knows that he cannot fight that.
Yeah, again, like, even though Creator did have, like, faster upgrades, faster charge lots, like, there's still Immortals here, and they're like a solid backbone to this army, and yo, you called it.
He is actually getting...
I know you were, like, throwing that out there just as a meme, but mate, you knew what you were saying.
4D chess coming out right now from Patience, along with these DTs. See if Creator's going to be able to deal with that. If he has the detection ready. Disruptor's coming out as well from Patience, so will be teching up, much like you said earlier.
Yeah, so he's going for that classic Blink Stalker Disruptor-based army. I love how he picked up both Immortals and he's trying to deal some damage with them, but he's gonna get caught out!
Oh, he does get caught out! War Prism Speed is done! One Immortal does come out, but it is only one against a lot of Stalkers here. Ooh. It does get taken out. Very nicely done here by Creator.
Yeah, definitely. That was such a nice pick off. 2 Immortals and the War Prism was taken out. And again, that's going to cut into the production of Patience because I imagine he's going to want to, reinvest and recreate that War Prism, which is going to hinder his Disruptor production.
Do you say that because that's what a Protoss player should do, or do you say that because it's Patience and he likes his War Prisms?
I say that because it's what a Protoss player should do, especially when they got War Prism speed and it didn't even come into play because the War Prism died before it kicked in.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, look, if you get an EMP upgrade as a Terran and you don't get Ghosts, I question what you're doing in your life.
Sometimes you just want to get the bingo card filled up.
I'm just saying, Patience, start the goddamn War Prism because you haven't started it yet.
You gotta wait for the Disruptor to come out. Okay, he's actually queuing up Disruptors right now, and it could actually pay off pretty well for him. Creator now trying to get something done with Stalkers, but unable to find the opening that he so desperately wants. Interestingly enough, Creator also going to be taking into that Dark Shrine, but getting a couple of Stargates with that. So Phoenix is going to come out, really going to help with the crowd control on these Disruptors. Yeah,
definitely. I noticed that as well. Going double Stargate when you're behind and when you're not going for Disruptors is so crucial because you need to CC them. You need to pick them up and cancel out their Nothers. Oh my god.
Which they haven't yet. That was a 5,000 IQ Disruptor flank.
Jeez,
Maybe not because it doesn't kill anything and it's so vulnerable, but you know what? It looked cool. It looked cool.
Yo, it went down, but it went down in style. He flanked the army, got a shot off on these beefy units so nothing died, but it was pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, nothing died, but look at that Immortal. It's gonna have to think twice before attacking. No! The Stalker's blink on top of the Immortal takes it out! Calculated move.
Exactly. He couldn't have done that if the Disruptor shot didn't go off earlier, activating its armor and reducing its health as well. What a high IQ play.
And this is why Patience, sometimes you question him, but in the end, who is really left wondering?
Exactly. Yeah. It's we don't know what he's doing, but really it's our fault, not his. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Indeed, he does. Disruptor's trying to come in here, but there's a lot of anti-air for Patience right now. Creator can't quite get the gravitons that he really needs. Oh, Creator really timing that retreat there.
Yeah, perfectly. That was dangerous, and there's a lot of Phoenixes here, a lot of potential to pick up all the Disruptors, and it looks like he's gonna go in.
But that's not the best use. Okay, the Zealots are providing a lot of a buffer, and when you're right on top of the Stalkers like this, Patience really has to be careful. How he shoots his Novas, how he types it. As propagation of it does do friendly fire.
Yeah, it does. Patience has to be super careful. And you know what? He got zoned out from his own base. We do have Creator rotating down to the south. Are we going to see a recall? We are not. Patience. He's waddling all the way back to his base.
Yeah, taking the long way around, which I gotta say, it's probably gonna bite him. Gonna be losing this Nexus, and Creator just backs away. Knows he has a army that is as mobile, if not better, in terms of the mobility. War Prism's getting a little bit exposed, but not gonna be targeted down.
Yeah, definitely. We do see Creator. He wants to engage in here. Blinks forward aggressively.
And I mean, gets a Disruptor. A couple of Stalkers as well, but I'm not too convinced of the staying power of this army for Creator.
Yeah, definitely. The War Prism goes down, and as soon as the War Prism goes down, he immediately retreats. He realizes, okay, I cannot reinforce this army. I need to back off. I need to, take my wins and then, move on from here.
Yeah, I already have the advantage. I do not want to throw that away by losing my army, losing all of my defenses.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm gonna get a DT. That's in the army.
Yeah, one of the disruptor shots does go off. A second one almost does. And now Creator, he's rotating all over to the north. There is another exposed base that Patience is trying to take.
Yeah, that there is. And there's a beautiful pincer attack. Getting right on top of all these Stalkers. Frees up the Phoenixes to lift the Disruptors. And Patience should just about have it now.
Yeah, Creator.
I should, but Graviton is running out.
Exactly. You know, a lot of these disruptors, they're continuing to land. There are just so many stalkers, and it looks like everything's going down for Creator. All the immortals, like the War Prism could get sniped, and he just doesn't have enough to, you know, reinforce these Phoenixes. They're all alone. Oh,
they are very exposed right now. A couple of cells coming in, but good body blocking with the Stalkers. All of the Phoenixes go down. And Creator took out a lot of probes, but not much else from there. Patience looking to have about twice the army supply and try to finish this.
Yeah, exactly. And what's important is that there's only one Phoenix remaining. Like, that's not enough. There are 4 disruptors, so there's nothing really here to stop Patience from sieging upon this base and just taking out the Nexus.
But maybe a flank of Zealots will do it. A very clutch pickup here from Creator. Bring up the one disruptor that had a Purification Nova out, but now not really available to him. A lot of Stalkers go down. GG is called. And Patience is going to be taking game number 1.
GG. Patience takes game number 1, and like Creator, he had a lot of really nice moves, a lot of really nice like positioning and army movements. But yeah, it looked like maybe he got a little bit too aggressive because he engaged at the northern base of Patience before his War Prism was remade and came over, so he could just like reinforce his army, and because of that, he just didn't have a lot on the ground.
Exactly. I feel like that came down a lot to a sort of miscalculation. Creator, he had the right tactics, right? He knew when to attack and, you know, how to engage, but at the end, he just didn't quite have the numbers to support him on the ground for all those Phoenixes.
Yeah, exactly. Because at the end there, like, all the Phoenixes had, for the most part, stayed alive, and they were all picking up the disruptors, but there was nothing to shoot the disruptors. There was no follow-up, right?
Yeah. I mean, he had a decent immortal count, but Patience with the defender's advantage, with those shield batteries, with all of those Stalkers that had really good positioning, honestly, was able to take out Creator. And speaking of which, we are now loading in onto Death Aura LE. What a better map to spawn in on, Light, on this day of days. Here we are in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. We have the blue Protoss player coming down from the land of South Korea, going to be playing for Jin Air Green Wings, Jaguar, but representing Team NV. As well as this anime girl, we have Creator.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE as Yaku. Could you double check the mic settings just in case? Just in case.
Oh my god, Microsoft, really?
Yeah, just in case. We have the other South Korean Protoss player, the purple Protoss, representing into the clan. It is Patience.
I think I know what it was. The mic boost is the same, but I leaned in and I was gonna soften my own voice, but then I didn't. So
what?
I leaned in and I was gonna speak softer, but then I didn't.
Ah.
So that wasn't mic boost, that was chair boost.
I don't fully understand, but you sound better. Is what I will say.
I'm at the optimal distance at this point.
Okay. So you were too far leaned in. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh good. Gotta get on top of that that chair micro, and we'll see how this goes. Again, like I for the most part, I like how Creator was playing out his PvP army composition. Despite not having disruptors, I thought he was doing really well for himself.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to recall as much details as possible in that final engagement, because Creator, he did have it for a little while at the start as Patience goes to get this proxy Stargate, so we should be seeing a proxy robo facility coming out from Creator, or at least a normal one. But yeah, from what I remember from that final engagement last game, Creator did have it initially, but I think what happened was Patience had a round of warp-ins. He was able to utilize his position there. And once those Graviton Surges ran out for Creator, Disruptors are free to do whatever they wanted. Not enough underground to deal with the Stalker count either from Patience.
Yeah. Again, we were talking about how, like, you know, Creator, he won the engagement to the south, he took care of the Nexus, he rotated up, and then he fought again, when really maybe he should have backed off a little bit more and just waited a little bit more before he committed to another big fight. It's kind of hard to say, but this game is coming out completely differently because we do have that proxy Stargate, we do have a Void Ray on the way.
And we do have Patience being as aggressive as possible, trying to throw down some spotter pylons, trying to just come in with his gateway units as well. Here come the shield batteries to reinforce that Void Ray, and this should be the tip-off to Creator. He knows exactly what's coming down, which is why he gets a Void Ray of his own.
Yeah, he does have a Void Ray on his own, but he has to buy a little bit more time for it to come out. He does have a forward shield battery, getting another shield battery as well, so he just needs to buy enough time for that Void Ray and make sure these shield batteries of Patience don't get up.
Yeah, we're at a point right now where Creator doesn't have to kill anything as long as he's able to buy enough time to get his infrastructure up, to get his units out. Shield battery just about saving the day here for Creator. And he will be able to deflect these shield batteries as well as that Void Ray. Will he go further from here? Or does he have too little?
That's the question, right? Like, once he deals with this, if he keeps pushing out further, there's potentially like 3 Void Rays waiting for him. So Creator, he has to be a little bit careful. He has to wait for a couple more units. But what's important is that he was able to get rid of like this outburst, like this like establishing position of Patience, and push him away.
Oh yeah, it is just so hard to... It's just so hard to get rid of the proxying player once they're able to establish a foothold like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
things can
just prevent them from getting up. Yeah.
Yeah, things can snowball really quickly. Like if if like the pylon finishes, then more shield batteries, and more pylons can be thrown down, more shield batteries, even cannons. Like it gets disgusting.
You're giving me some flashbacks to a couple of ladder games I've had in TvP. Get those shield batteries out, them cannons to support them. Go for the Void Rays.
Yep, and then like if things are going well enough for Patience, then he's going to throw down the Fleet Beacon, and then we're going to have some proxy Tempests, and it's going to be disgusting. But you know, we are not in that timeline. You know, somewhere out there that happened. It is not here though. As Patience, he's trying to do what he can with what he has, and I like this. The follow up is going to be a Dark Shrine.
Yeah, I'm really gonna sort of try to utilize the fact that Patience does not have a rogue facility out. We'll be able to get an observer, but I think Creator suspects this though, as he did get an Oracle and keeping it at home just for the revelations.
Yeah, he like Creator, he's even getting a cannon at his wall as well, just in case something like a DT shows up. And this is a full wall. This is a little bit messy. I don't know about this. I think maybe Creator is overreacting a little bit. Like he's even getting shield batteries in his main.
You can wall off the ground as long as you have access to the sky, I think is how Creator is viewing this.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit concerned because Creator, I was quickly checking his vision. He has not spotted the natural. He doesn't know the Patience is expanding from here. Like he's looking for that next step.
Definitely is, but I feel like Creator, I mean, yeah, you're right that eventually he's going to have to, realize that Patience isn't all in and will have to transition to a more normal game, but I really think first priority for him should be, just try to clear this out, deal with the Void Rays, deal with the proxy, and then go across the map. DT getting completely shut down.
Yeah, nicely done. And that cannon paying for itself. He was able to kill that DT. Again, a lot of these shield batteries, they're maybe an overreaction, but at the end of the day, like Creator, he is held. He's still ahead in workers. He had that second Nexus for a much longer time. And, oh, here we go. Finally, that Oracle is moving out across the map.
Yeah, he knows that he's got all the detection he needs back at home, and now it's time to start equalizing or dealing the damage done. Will scout that Patience is going to the next phase. And gets quite a lot of damage done, too. Void Rays is still a ways away. GG is immediately called, as Patience just does not want to recall those Void Rays or realizes that too much damage has been done.
I was about to say that
we're
was...
gonna get a race match.
Yeah, I was about to say that was game-ending damage. That was an Oracle goes in, there's nothing that shoots up except for a single Stalker, and 10 probes go down, potentially even more because more were falling as the game was progressing. Like, that was just too much. Patience, he was cutting all the corners. He didn't have anything to defend at home. He was applying as much aggression as he could, and he paid the price.
He was chrono boosting a lot too, wasn't he? I think he just didn't have the energy for I feel like maybe, now that I think about it. maybe. I'm thinking like if he had a recall available to him, maybe the game could have gone on a bit longer. You know, lost a couple of probes at most. But yeah, that wasn't the story that happened. Instead, we're gonna get our ace match.
Exactly. We are gonna get into that ace match. We are tied up 1-1 in this PvP. And again, I know we are kind of Patience fans, but you know, Patience, if he doesn't hold off on that aggression that we know him for, like Creator, you know, he's got that application into Shield. Like he's looking pretty good.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, exactly. I feel I'll go into it after the intro as we spawn into Light Shade LE. LE, of course, standing for Oh,
you know what I'm excited about? Maddox has entered the chat. Maddox is casting this game.
Translate.
He can like it's been so long since we've casted with Maddox.
It really has.
Yeah.
We had our resident Korean into the Inu for a while, but yeah, not Maddox specifically.
Yeah. Like I know Maddox has been busy casting other events and other things going on. But he used to be our go-to like ESL Open Cup Asia caster, and yeah, in recent times not so much. It's all about into the Inu.
Yeah, covering one another every now and then, and we will get back into this game. We're in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way to the top left-hand corner of the map. We have the blue Protoss player coming out from South Korea, gonna be representing Jin Air Green Wings Jaguar. What does he have in store for us this game? As it is a PvP, we have Creator.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the other South Korean Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Clan into the Clan. It is Patience.
So you talk a bit about Creator's application to Shield. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory is a little fuzzy, but wasn't Patience way back in the day? I'm talking like maybe 7-8 years ago. Wasn't he also known for, you know, doing very defensive builds into max out and win the game? He was Rain before Rain, if my memory serves me correctly.
I would never go that far. Look, there was no rain before. There was no rain before Rain. Okay, before Rain,
it was just a dry land. Protoss in StarCraft 2 was just a dry land until Rain happened. And also, I just realized we only lasted half an hour today before talking about Rain.
Look, I don't know what you're on about, but Protoss was a barren wasteland before Rain showed up and just gave life to all things, okay? I don't know what you're... Patience? Rain before Rain? Get out of here. What are you on about?
I meant Creator, not Patience.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Patience. That's why I was like, what? Okay, Creator. I kind of.
I don't remember. I remember
Okay.
Creator was either a time attack based player or he was a defensive max out and then a move across the map player way back in the day.
So I cannot I cannot attest to the beginning of like Wings of Liberty or anything like that, but when it came to Heart of the Swarm, when Creator was the ace of Prime, he was I would have compared him a lot more to Hero, like Siege Antis Hero. Like someone known for their like timing attacks, which is what Hero was kind of known for, like his Blink Stalker like timings and his aggression and stuff like that. I kind of like attested Creator to that. He wasn't like ultra defensive or anything like that. I feel like he was very decisive. That's probably the only good thing about Prime, is that Prime allowed Creator to shine so much because he was like the best player on the team.
Big fish in a small pond.
Exactly. So that's kind of where he like got a lot of like recognition. Yeah, I was gonna say like reputation. I'm like, it doesn't really fit, but yeah, recognition. And I mean, it's been a while since then, and now I feel like it's the opposite. You know, on Jin Air, you know, there's SOS, there's Trap. It's a lot harder to get noticed.
Yeah, he's a big fish in a massive pond there.
In the sea, if you will.
So like Hero had to leave. All right, Fish is trying to come in, but Creator already prepared for this. I'm gonna double check the vision real quick. Actually, not aware of the proxy Stargate coming out this time.
He's right next to it. Creator's right next to it. Oh god.
Let's go south a little. No.
Oh god.
This is the direct opposite direction you want to go right now, Creator.
Yeah, he's going off to the corner, so he has yet to spot the proxy Stargate. He is not aware of it. And what is it to defend? There's no shield battery. There's no stalkers at all. The stalkers are all at the natural because Patience, like he was threatening the natural. Nicely done. Like he's forcing Creator to pay all his attention here. Meanwhile, he spots it.
There we have it with the Haluked Phoenix. And with that, Creator's just gonna get ready. I mean, he got the Forge earlier, so we may see a cannon being thrown down here or there. But for the most part, just gonna be relying on these Stalkers. Doesn't want to make it that heavy of an investment this early on. Did he cancel that facility?
He did. He canceled the building that was being created there. I don't know if it was a robo, but it was canceled regardless.
Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, Patience coming in and started to target down these probes. 2 oracles, you can start to one-shot, you know, click and then click away. You do still have to be very, very careful with your micro. Patience losing 1 oracle and getting another one real low can... I mean, that's some pretty good damage, getting 6 probes, but you do want to keep the oracles alive for later on, because you just have so much more utility to them.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know if this was really worth it for Patience because he invested in those double oracles and he's only able to get a handful of probes. Like, the second oracle is stuck here in the corner. At the same time, Patience was trying to push in with his own stalkers into the natural, but Creator, he split up his army really well. There was already a shield battery here, so he was able to defend in both places at once. And now, Creator, he's you know, in a pretty good position, especially since the tech that was invested into is depowered.
Exactly. Another question, but he just gets another. Is that a gateway? That is gateway. All right, so and another gateway.
No, we're in a PvP.
That's for Creator.
Yeah, it's not like Patience has gateways all over the map.
I thought that was what it was. I thought you said, you know what? I learned the error of my ways. Why do I get a warp prism when it can get sniped? Instead, I'm just gonna throw down pylons and gateways. I have reinforcement points wherever I need it.
Exactly, and I mean, Patience, he has to do something because soon, like, Blink is going to be done for both players. Creator, he has a Forge, +1 is about to be lined up with Blink, so he's going to be hitting a lot harder, but Patience, he's looking to try and deny this third.
And he may be able to do so as a pretty good army supply, but with the Blink's Fords, Creator should just about have the advantage here. Patience's Blink does finish up, and again, he has this reinforcement point. With the gateway as well, it makes it just so much quicker for all these dudes. The Patience come in, Blink's right on top of the main force, but there are reinforcements for Creator as well. Micro is looking a little bit better for Creator's science.
Yeah, and I thought Patience would have a little bit of an advantage because he was, you know, fast warping in across the map, and he dove on top of the army before +1 kicked in for Creator. But in the middle of that fight, +1 did kick in. Creator, he had the advantage, the defender's advantage, and it pushes Patience away.
Absolutely does, but pushes him away right into the main base.
Oh my god, no! Get in there! He was aiming, so he was attacking the gateway for a little bit, giving Creator a little bit of time to warp in, and he does warp in a couple of units. He's forcing for the boys.
That he is, but now he's able to take them back into mining. Has his force caught up. But Patience still warping in, still posturing around that third base. I feel like Creator may need to use a recall. Okay, try to buy himself some time here. Uses a shield battery overcharge. Yeah, but there are enough stalkers here to one-shot.
Exactly. What use is shield overcharge when every units get one-shot, right? They immediately die. And I love the aggression that Patience has been applying. He only lost 2 stalkers when he went all the way into the main base as well. Minimal losses. And the thing is, Creator, he hasn't had the time to utilize the gateway that's across the map. Like, they were throwing down... Oh, he's not even going to be able to use it.
Already gets scouted. Already gets denied. Creator, you gotta realize that there's a warp-in point somewhere for Patience, right?
He's got to realize, but he has not scouted it yet. He has no idea that this gateway is here, and because of that, Patience, like, he had the slower upgrades, he had the slower third base, but he's been able to, you know, apply all this aggression, and to be fair, he's not fully back into this. Like, we can see Creator is still ahead in workers, and he's got +2 on the way, but Patience, you know, he's doing Patience things. He's warping in some DTs.
Oh, yeah, really looking to, as you say, just do Patience things. Creator has no detection over on this area. Now getting a couple of cannons, but that's not going to be able to get up in time before 3 of these probes go down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so important that Patience does this, right? Again, he has less workers. Like, he had his third base a lot later, so he needs to do whatever he can to delay or like hinder the economy of Creator.
Yeah, literally any damage right now for Patience is going to be incredible. Huh.
Is Patience trying to convert the building? What is happening?
I don't think I've ever seen this before. Let's see what happens.
No.
Literally nothing.
Oh, god damn it. All right. I feel like
just a BM pylon, really.
Yeah. I mean, Creator, he has vision with this gateway. He sees it. Meanwhile, Creator, he was able to catch the proxy gateway of Patience. He cleans it up. He takes another expansion. And again, like, Creator, as long as he can defend well against these DTs, as long as they don't deal too much damage, like, he's ahead in so many ways. He's got +2 about to finish up. He's got disruptors on the way.
He definitely does, and honestly right now, looking at Creator's position, he should be just about as fortified as can be against, units like these ETs. Patience trying to move into the Stalkers, but again, Creator, he is really good at just splitting up his army like this, making sure that he has enough defenses where he needs those defenses at.
Exactly. He deals with the DTs. He had Stalkers in position to deal with the Stalkers of Patience as well. Finally, we have the Disruptors coming out. Meanwhile, Patience, he's only just now finishing up his Robotics Bay. Like, he is so late with those Disruptors. There is going to be this timing where Creator has +2, he has Disruptors, he has this massive advantage. Will he use it though?
Yeah, that's what we've got to look out for right now. Creator just trying to set up his attack paths, setting up the attack rather than just going straight for it. We started to pull the trigger, started to be very aggressive to these Stalkers. Just kidding, backs right away.
Yeah, as you were saying, he's just getting set up. Like, he kills a probe here and there. He clears up some rocks for that big engagement, for that big push. He's fully saturated on 4 bases. He's ahead by 20 workers compared to Patience. But again, I'm a little bit concerned because Creator, like, he has to pull the trigger at some point. Like, if he allows Patience to get out Disruptors, they're the great equalizer, right? They
definitely are. And the funny thing about Disruptors is they don't scale that well. Having 4 Disruptors can be as valuable as having, say, 1 Disruptor.
Yeah, it definitely could, especially when it comes to Blink Stalker micro, right? Like, we'll see who has the better micro, who can dodge more shots as well. At this point, Creator, sure, he has, he has 6 Disruptors with his army, but, like, if 1 shot goes off and kills a handful of Disruptors, like, that could change everything.
It very much can. Getting more Disruptors is basically getting you more opportunity, but not, the most reliable form of damage. Trying to go for these pylons, so you will be able to get those off. Oh, I really like that move from Creator. Really forcing the blink out of Patience. Okay, gets a handful of Stalkers here with the Purification Novas. But now they're off cooldown. Patience does have a bit of an opportunity here to try to blink right on top of these Disruptors that are lagging behind the Stalkers.
Ooh, yeah, definitely. And Patience, honestly, he split pretty well. Like, I was very impressed. 1 Disruptor shot did go off, but the rest did miss the army. And Patience, yo, he's just he's rotating all the way around the map, looking to hit the southern base of Creator, and they're gonna miss each other. We could end up in this weird base trade.
They're completely gonna miss one another. And yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what comes out of it. Who gets more value done? Who is paying attention where? And Creator will get a little bit of damage. Blinks away from the Purification Novas. Looking pretty safe.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? Like, Patience, he has Disruptors defensively, so he has the potential to, hold on, oh god!
Wow, that was... Were those Creator Stalkers? Hold up.
What?
I could not even tell what went down over there. Something went down.
Creator, he was able to kill all the defensive Disruptors of Patience, and now Creator is going to be able to kill this northern base. He kills the 3rd base. Meanwhile, Patience, sure, he started the base trade a little bit sooner. He kills this Nexus, but Creator, he's expanded to the north. He doesn't even care about that Nexus.
That he does not. And Creator, he lost a lot of probes, but again, he had the advantage from the start. Even Patience losing just a couple of probes here sets him down so much. And Creator, look at how many bases he's got. He could easily remake those losses, but he isn't even trying to. He would much rather have more army supply available to him, more Disruptors available to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he was able to deal more damage to Patience. Patience is on 2 base economy. Not even, like, his bases are basically mined out. Like, this is all Patience has.
He very much so does. He's got to have the most perfect purification ovas in history of StarCraft 2 if he has a shot of turning this game around.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's going to come down to, because he still has a pretty good disruptor count. He still has all these Blink Stalkers, this Immortal, a couple of Sentries. Like, he still can win a head-on-head, like a head-to-head engagement. We'll see how Creator responds, though, as all the disruptors
are exposed. The disruptors are exposed, like, oh, but the Blink at the absolute wrong direction here from Creator loses a good chunk of them. And he's still ahead in the army supply, but the difference just got a lot closer.
Yeah, it definitely did. We do have more Stalkers being warped in for Creator. He's trying to deal with this, and he does manage to dodge that shot, but it looks like he is going to lose the Nexus.
At the very least, or Patience might just back away from that Nexus.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get caught out. Patience, he finds
the disruptors, like, all of them are coming in, but a beautiful Blink. But there are enough just purification overs here, like, not every disruptor was able to shoot their shot.
Hey, look how many more backup
lying in ambush.
Exactly, like
waiting for the Blink, and they blink forward, and this gives Creator the opportunity to shoot absolutely all of them. So many Stalkers go down, and with that, I feel like Creator just has been able to take this game. Look at the difference in army supply.
Yeah.
GG is called, and Creator gonna be taking that series sideways. Wait, did I say sideways? I mean, gonna be taking that series 2-1. And that's the reason why we were so excited to get this particular PvP.
There was. I love how, like, you could barely get anything out as everything was happening. Like, there was a lot happening on the screen, and it's like, oh my god, Patience, he found all the disruptors. But you know what? There were 6 disruptors lying in wait. But you know what? He finds those disruptors too, and he kills most of them. But the problem is that Patience, he was in such an economic disadvantage that he couldn't afford his losses. Like, every Stalker that died was hurt so much more for Patience than it did to Creator.
Absolutely did. It was a massive wound every time, every time Creator was able to pick off even a small group of Stalkers. But what I really liked here with the disruptor play from Creator was just the fact that he was able to bait Patience into wasting his blinks, essentially.
Yeah.
Creator would come in and be like, hey, I got these 6 juicy disruptors here. I'm going to shoot 2 of them at you. And Patience will just blink forward, and then Creator says, actually I have 4 more waiting, and you use up your blink. Beautifully done.
Yeah, definitely. GG, what a PvP. That's what we love about Patience and people, players like Creator as well. And sure, like, Patience may not have won, but god damn it if his games aren't entertaining.
They always are.
Oh my god, and I'm sorry I didn't get to shout it out in the middle of the cast because there was just so much going on constantly in that PvP, but thank you so much, Lilia Q, for the Twitch sub. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, 2 months in a row. How many quacks is that? I feel like we can't just do 2 quacks, right?
Quack. Thank you so much for the support as we are currently looking to get into another series.
Yeah, most of the players are in-game right now, but we do have a couple of updates here in the bracket. Rex actually getting his revenge on Nice from the Taiwan DreamHack main event, where Nice did take him out 3-1. Rex gonna be taking out Nice, advancing to the quarterfinals. We'll be playing against the winner of Percival versus Solar.
Yeah, we've got quite a number of players who are currently waiting for the next match. I did see Special and Hyperion, I believe, are in game 2. Winner of that will go up against Bunny.
That's going to be pretty good. Bunny 2-0ing Maxed. And for those of you who need a bit of a refresher, Maxed was on an absolute tear last week. He took Dark to the ace match. If I'm not wrong, he took out... No, he didn't take out Special.
Yeah.
He took out Special? He took out Special. And he was looking so good, but Bunny, he's back.